Hey everyone, how are y'all? Betty Joe, how are you? Alright, y'all give me a second here so I can do something real quick. Alright, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Put your chat on live chat. I need to put my shit on live chat too. Okay. Hey Scott, how are you? Betty Joe, how are you?
Good.
Son of a bitch, hold on a minute. I can't hear you. Okay, here we go. I can hear you now. I don't know why every night whenever I go into StreamYard and I have to log into it and put a code in there, like go to my email and get a code and put it in there and verify that it's me, and then link my camera and my mic, it always does this every single time where I can't hear y'all.
She said, son of a bitch.
Why it does that though? Sometimes it works perfect and I have no issues at all. And then some
Yeah.
nights it just wants to be a pure ass.
It was just funny the way you did it. All right. Son of a bitch.
Wait a minute. Has anybody seen Avery?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if she's over here.
She's probably in, what's his name?
That's where I'm looking at.
She's probably cheating on us.
Either that or she fell asleep.
Yeah. Either one.
I don't see her over there. Hey, Cats, how are you? Courtney, how are you? No, I don't see her over there. So she must
Yeah,
be
I haven't seen
asleep.
her.
I haven't talked to her, I don't think, since her live today. Hey, Glow.
Yeah, that's the last time I.
I think, shit, I can't remember. I might have talked to her. No, I haven't. I sent her the pictures of the house where Jack and Lily went missing in Discord, and that was the last time I saw her.
Avery, wake up.
I don't know where she's at. I'm telling you, she fell asleep. That's what
Yeah, like.
happened. And then she'll come stumbling in here.
Mm. I'm sorry, I was asleep.
I just woke up and the live done started. I wasn't expecting you to go live this early. She was, yeah, Cats. I think she was working this afternoon for a couple of hours. I believe is what she had told me. I think.
Yeah,
Shit, I don't remember. She tells me
that's
so
what
much
she
I
told
can't
you.
keep up with it. So I know that she's been working in the afternoons for a couple of hours. I don't know where King Scarlet is either. I don't think I've seen her since this morning. She said she was leaving her house. She'd be back later. I ain't seen her since. Vapor ain't got a channel, so he won't be in here.
I can't believe that they took his channel. I don't understand.
Yeah, this is like the third one, and he didn't even have content on it. I don't know why they're doing it, unless somebody keeps reporting it for some reason.
But for what? It ain't got nothing on it.
For spite.
Yeah, but they can't really take something that ain't got nothing on it.
They did it. That's the second one. Okay, cats. That's the second one that they've taken down that you can have no content on.
And that doesn't make no sense because if it's got nothing on it, what are people reporting?
Just the name. Oh, wait. What is today? Today is Friday, right?
Yeah,
Oh, no shit, Scarlett. Look at your damn title of your blog tonight. Y'all,
it's okay.
I have missed a day somewhere this week. I don't know where it went or what happened to it, but I thought for some reason that all day today was Thursday. So y'all gonna have to just bear with me.
It's been one of those days.
Ugh. Well, I woke up early this morning and I watched the America's Most Wanted episode that had Chelsea Grim stuff in it, and then I watched the part about Savannah.
Right.
Uh, then I started watching AWP and the stuff, and I'm just gonna say this. Just I even put this in Discord. Uh, the only reason why I'm watching AWP is because of Savannah's case.
Right.
That's until I know the outcome of what went on with the owner of AWP's case. I will not watch anything else. I'm only watching it because of Savannah.
Yeah.
Um, but there's
Which
like
understand.
right, but there's like 5 episodes that he had
Yeah.
put out, and I couldn't figure out why it took him so many days. Of because I know there's a lot of boat ramps in the
Yeah.
Shreveport area. Um, 12 Mile By is pretty long. The Red River, there's a lot of places that she could have went off in the river. I've told y'all that there's no, a lot of the roads that run parallel to it. There's no barrier in between. She could have very easily, run off the road. But I still didn't figure out. I couldn't figure out to begin with why it was taking so long. Well, then when I got to like the second episode today, um, the sister had said in the first episode that Savannah was not from the Shreveport area and that the only way she could really get around Shreveport is if she had GPS, unless she had been to areas with someone else and she knew how to get there without her GPS, because there was at times her phone was turned off. And at one point, she does go back to the boyfriend's grandparents' house and her phone was turned back on. So if y'all didn't watch it, when it goes from episode one or day one into day two, which is the second episode, the sister and the sister's boyfriend had actually dug into her location data and were able to pull the codes out. And hey Tiff, and whenever they were going through the coding of it, they realized that her phone was turned back on, but it seems like maybe her location or there was something that she had turned off. Well, they figured out that she ended up going to another location before she went to the parking garage. And it was actually across the river from the parking garage over in Bossier behind the Margaritaville Casino. And it was like this big open spot back there. Um, and the sister said that the phone basically pinged all the way down to the water. Well, then she ends up back over at the parking garage, which is over in Shreveport, right? Like, I think it's a block and a half or something like that the uh, from the bar that they were at the night before. At some point, okay, so the phone gets turned off, and then at some point it gets turned back on, and it shows that she did go to the boyfriend's house for a couple of hours, and then when she's leaving the boyfriend's house and she stops at the Brookshires, which is what I had showed y'all on the map, across from the Chevron where she had earlier that morning, they think bought a vape. When
Right.
she hits that Brookshire's parking lot, her phone is cut off at that point and never cut back on. And the sister even went there and tried to get like the video footage, and they said that they had the video footage of the parking lot, but they could not give it to them because, obviously it's an open investigation. There's a missing person involved, and, they're not law enforcement. Well, come to find out, law enforcement never went there and asked for the camera footage,
Wow.
which is fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole time I'm thinking, okay, well, if she's not from the Shreveport area, are they from out of state or something? So Jared and his brother is the one that's working with him on this. They're looking at the map, and she was like, well, because she did go to LSUS, which is on Highway 1, also known as Uri Drive in Shreveport. And it's kind of going south out of Shreveport. So Jared was like, okay, well, is there any other, areas that she may know? And she brings up Caspiana, which is south of Shreveport on Highway 1, right past the college. And she was like, yeah, she drove this road every day for 2 years, going from her house. So apparently she did not have an apartment. She only lived with the boyfriend at the grandparents' house.
Okay, so how were they saying an apartment?
I don't know. I don't know where that came in at. Hey, Vapor, how are you? I don't know where the apartment part came into play at, but she was driving for 2 years from a place about an hour and a half south of Shreveport, all the way to school every day in Shreveport at LSUS. So and she mentions this to Jared, and the sisters, Jared's like, well, how far south did she live from there? Because the sister was like, she drove that road every day for 2 years going to school. She knows, that area through there. She was like, oh, well, we're from St. Maurice. And Jared was like, well, how long did y'all live there? And she's like, all of our life. That's where we grew up at. This is literally 3 parishes south of Caddo Parish, where she's from, which is also this little bitty country. I don't know if you'd even call it a town. I would call it a community, because I think maybe they might have a Dollar General there and maybe a gas station. I don't think there's any more than that there.
Right.
But it is also on the Red River. There is also a bayou called Saline Bayou that runs through this little community with a lot of boat ramps on it. So now tomorrow I get to get up and spend a whole another day with AWP watching their videos to see if they go down all the way down to St. Maurice, because I know that there is another spot that they stopped off at in between Shreveport and St. Maurice on the river. So I get a whole Sunday with them. Go ahead.
When you watch that, what do you type in to get to the video?
I just type in Adventures with Purpose. I can send it to you in Discord, their YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I want to watch them.
Okay. Let me do this real quick.
Because I was looking for it last night, because, the baby, she don't ever want to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find it.
Okay, y'all. Let me do this goal real quick. We may do something Sunday night, so I'm putting this goal out here. All right, hold on. I need to change something around on it real quick. And if we hit this goal, and I'm going to run it for an hour. If we hit this goal, I will go live Sunday night on my second channel. Just throwing that out there for y'all. Commander, how are you? I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see my YouTube chat. Why in the hell is it not letting me set the goal? Son of a bitch. See, stuff don't work right, and then I have to say bad words. Scott, yes, on the Sweet Tea channel. If I can get the goal set, y'all will. I don't know why it won't.
StreamYard is a pain in the butt.
No, this is on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, this is on the YouTube side. A pain in the butt. Yeah, it's been. Well, it did this last night when I tried. damn it. Let me just go out of YouTube and then go back into it. Shit. So yes, if I heard that Mom Scarlet discuss again. I'm sorry, Commander. It's a habit for real.
Yeah, it's a hard habit to break,
It is, especially when I
especially
get
when things doesn't want to
upset.
work.
Well, I mean, if it would just work, I would be okay.
Yeah,
It's not.
but when things don't want to work, you tend to get a little irritated,
Yeah.
and then the cuss words start coming out.
All right. Hey, Justin, how are you? I mean, I have a very short temper.
Mm-hmm.
I need to work on that. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Running it for an hour. We had to go live on the second channel Sunday night. Okay. Stick. Ah, got it. Okay. All right. So the goal is now set. Um, if we do go live on the second channel, I will be changing the name of it. I don't know what I'm going to change it to yet, but I am going to change the name of it. Because I really don't want to do a Scarlet After Dark type thing because that just,
Yeah,
yeah,
you could
there's,
do like Scarlet Shenanigans, or I don't know.
I'll figure something out. There's too many After Darks.
Yeah,
You
there
know what
is
I'm
there is a
saying?
lot.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that, but I do need to start working on that channel. It's basically just sitting there doing nothing.
Might as well. Everybody else got one.
I mean, yeah. So we will see how it goes. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody because I usually don't look at my StreamYard chat. YouTube. Wait, just on who is? Let's see, wife and me. Oh, y'all, I thought Scott said me and the wife moved and he mowed the yard. I was literally about to ask, how the hell did you move your yard?
That's okay because they were staying in the we were staying in the deck yesterday,
Uh,
and then today they had to finish it because they ran out of stain. It took six cans of stain to stain that deck.
oh my God. I bet it looks good though.
Oh yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna take a picture when they're because I think he's. I'm not sure. I think they're done because I come back in the house. It was hot.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Uh,
first we started with paintbrushes.
oh,
Then uh, my daughter's boyfriend's buddy had a sprayer, so then he went and got that and finished. They finished spraying it.
you got it done quicker.
Yeah, I said, "Oh my God, I'm about to die. I gotta go in the house." My daughter said, "Are you
Commander.
quitting on me?"
Hell yeah, it's too hot. Um, Commander, thank you so much for that super chat. She says, I don't know about the second channel, but let's go Scarlet. Does that say, wait, Fright Night? Is that what it says? Am I looking at that right?
I think so.
I had to make sure I was reading it right because y'all know me in words. So sometimes I get them screwed up here. Okay, so hold on, Commander. Let me remember what the command is for night. I think it's sweet. Let's see if that works. Maybe that's not. Okay. So, Commander, there's the link to the second channel, and it should pull up as Sweet Tea in chat. I think. Hell, I don't even know the name of my second channel, y'all.
Oh Lord.
Let me go to YouTube because I think that's the name of it. But it will get changed though between now and Sunday
I think I'm
night.
subbed up, but I don't know.
Let me. Where's switch
I'm gonna knock you
account?
out, Cat.
Where the fuck is my second channel? Elsie. Elsie, thank you so much for that super chat. She said, where the hell is Avery? Avery is MIA.
Well, that's what we'd like to know. Where is Avery?
I have no idea where she's at.
Vapor
Um,
chat.
huh?
I said Vapor was in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
If he is he still in here? If so, he can send her a text.
I don't see him, but Vapor, if you're in here, send her a text. Because if I try,
Okay.
I'll fall off.
Okay. So yes, it's sweet tea and chat, but I will be changing that. Click off of this. Did anyone get to look into uh, Barry Morphew getting arrested?
No, but I seen something posted about it.
So
I
apparently
think
he
it was
has
on
been
Facebook.
arrested, yeah, in charge with murder, with Suzanne Morphew's murder.
Yeah. It said he was indicted on her murder, I guess.
So he got arrested today, I think it said. Today or yesterday, I don't remember. They text Avery and see if she's awake, please.
Good, I'm glad he got arrested.
Yeah, I mean, this has been going on since what, 2020?
I think so.
I think that's what I had. Because that was another case that I didn't really keep up with. Um, just that, when, because she was the one that was found, right?
Yeah, she was found in another.
When they
What?
looking for somebody else and they found her, or they were looking for her and found somebody else?
I can't remember how it was, but it was not in the county they lived in. It was in another county, I think they said.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
it's the same state, but a different county.
that might have been it. Okay, so 9 millimeter. I do like those names. I just don't want mysteries in them for certain reasons. Dub, how are you? King Scarlet, how are you? And if y'all have not hit the thumbs up, please do so. Make sure to put your chat on that. Shit, I need to put my chat on live chat. Telling y'all, and I ain't even done it. Um, and then what else was I going to tell y'all? Oh, make sure to hit the poll too. Commander, it is basically just a backup channel. Um, there was a few lives that I had done on this channel that I had also streamed on that channel. So there's like double lives or whatever, but I've never actually done anything over there. Not as far as like a solo live or whatever. It's been sitting there for like 2 years. I need to do something with it, build it up as well. So I think over there, it's not going to be anything true crime. I do know that. Scarlet by Moonlight. Let me write that down. I went through so much paper today writing shit down off of AWP stuff that I got to go to the store tomorrow and get some damn paper. I just don't want anything with mysteries, and I don't want anything like Scarlet After Dark. But I do want the name Scarlet in it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people's got After Dark.
Way too many After Darks.
Every time I turn on YouTube, I see this After Dark or this After Dark. And I'm like, I don't watch you people.
Let's talk this teacher and her husband. Wait, what is it, Dub? I want to talk this teacher and her husband, y'all, from Illinois. Why do they put headlights on the lawnmowers if you're not to mow in the dark? Dad, I don't know. I could have swore that Scott said that him and his wife had moved his yard earlier.
It was no.
And it was mowed, but y'all know how, just like with the chicken in the kitchen. Still don't know how I got them two words mixed up, but Scarlet goes again. Wait, there was another one that I just seen too. I'm writing all these names down, y'all. And then I'm gonna have to change everything. Let's see. Scarlet's Whispers. I'm afraid if I do like Scarlet Shenanigans, that people's gonna think that it's a drama channel,
That's true.
and I don't want. I'm not doing a drama channel. Ginger, how are you? Scarlett goes ham. Commander, we really don't need that. I try not to
That
get
is
mad on here. Okay, King Scarlet says I might have a name idea for. Okay, King Scarlet, throw it out. Put it in the chat.
Tell us what it is.
Oh, Dub, I know what you're talking about. 14-year-old boy and his teacher. The husband didn't leave court with her, but he showed up. Okay, so I had heard that the husband is standing by her through the whole thing, and what she did to that little boy was like over, what was it, like 75 times or 45 times or something like that. Ginger, yes. The other channel is called Sweet Tea and Chat. That's the one. If I hit the goal tonight, they're gonna go live on Sunday night since I don't usually go live Sunday nights. But if I hit my goal tonight, I'm gonna do a live Sunday night on the second channel. I'm gonna change the name of it. I'm waiting on King's name suggestion. I got it, Scarlett. I don't give a damn. I mean, I could call it Well Hell. I mean, or fuck it. I mean, that is like my new thing that I'm always walking around the house saying 10,000 times
What
a
was
day.
it that you put on a shirt?
Oh, I did. The proof is in Discord. You talking about the new merch that I did?
Yeah, what was it that you put on the saying?
I put one of them. It says the proof is in Discord. I'm supposed to be. I'm still working on one that says screenshots, receipts, or pics. Screenshots, receipts, pics, or it didn't happen. I haven't finished that one yet. And then I did my name logo. That was only 3 I did. Wait, I don't know. Let me go back and look. Because I had 4 ideas. Oh, no, I did the one that Avery sent me that says facts, sleuthing, and true crime was the fourth one. I got that one done. I got the proof is in Discord done, and I got the new logo one done. I haven't got the screenshots, receipts, pics, or it didn't happen one done yet. So I've still got to finish that one.
We gotta come up with a name.
Yeah, I know. So the new name channel will be in the night out. Ginger, yes, because during the day here, it is entirely too hard for me to go live. There's always someone here. There's always a lot of noise. Um, Now, when the Kohlberger trial starts in August, it's going to be an everyday thing. I've done told everybody they're either going to have to stay the hell away from my house. Don't call me. I'm not going nowhere. Nothing like that. I'm here for the whole 12 weeks or however long it takes. They're just going to have to fend for themselves.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Exactly. When I open my door and walk out my bedroom door, you will know that I am done for the day. Other than that, don't leave me alone. I'm going to have all my snacks and my drinks in here and all that. So I don't even have to leave my room while the trial's happening. Okay, off the record with Scarlett. I like that one too. Okay, I'm writing all these down, y'all, and then I may do a poll in Discord. Scarlett's mood in Moonlight. Let me write that one down too. So we'll be. So Ginger, it's not going to be anything true crime at all.
Scarlet's Pickles.
Oh God, I need to I need to get rid of the damn pickle thing. That shit come from one of the old mods.
I was just joking.
I need to get rid of the pickle thing, really. Yes, I love it. Ideas. That was a good one, King. What I might do, Scar and Friends, or Scarlet and Friends, because Vapor's really the only one that calls me Scar. I don't know why, but um,
Put Scarlett's crew.
okay, let me write that one down too.
Scarlett and her crew.
I just know that I don't want it to be true crime.
Right.
I want it. I want all the true crime stuff to be on this channel. The other channel may just be open discussion. That's anything other than true crime. I know Avery said something about like celebrity talk, but y'all, I ain't got time to keep up with celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I'm just scrolling through social media and come across something. And there's a lot of drama with the celebrities, man. Them people be going crazy over there. So I may just do an open discussion. We talk about whatever type
Yeah.
thing. So, something like that.
I mean, we like to talk about food and all that stuff, so we can do that over there.
Yeah, every conversation that causes us to go left when we're talking about a true crime case will need to go left over to that channel.
Yeah.
And we could just talk about it over there. See, off the record with Scarlett. I do like that.
I do like that. I like that too.
An evening with Scarlett.
I like off the record.
I do too. I like an evening with Scarlett, but that sounds more like a dating type thing. I should start a channel. Dan, you should have started the channel literally way back whenever y'all wasn't getting your power cut back on. And your shit would have blew up for real.
Oh yeah.
Because this is going, what, almost a year now? Like, we're already into a new hurricane season, and he still doesn't
Yeah.
have power. That is it's crazy. Okay, so who likes off the record with Scarlett?
I
Put a
do.
one in the chat. If you like it, put a one in the chat. There's 20 people in here. Even the lurkers. If y'all are lurking in the bushes, if you like the name, put a one in the chat. 10 months going on 11. That is crazy, Dan. I can't imagine the fuel costs for the generator, no power, the heat, the humidity. Crazy. Okay, so we're getting all ones. Hey, Arv, how are you? Commander. Commander's the only one that put a two, y'all.
Come on, Commander.
Let's see. Okay, so Elsie, I am trying. So I set a goal for tonight. If I hit my goal within the hour that I have it running, then I will go live on my second channel Sunday night since I don't do lives on this channel Sunday night. And if I do go live over there, then I'm going to end up changing the name to something else. Paper don't like King's thing either.
Well, Vapor.
And Elsie, as of right now, off the record with Scarlett is like the leading name for the second channel. It does sound serious, but it's like saying, okay, we're not talking about true crime.
Right.
Just on. He's got to be different.
Avery must have really crashed out.
I wonder if her back and stuff was hurting her. That Paper, that is King's suggestion. Off the record with Scarlett.
That's the yeah.
Yeah, that's
Vapor.
That's the one that we're all voting on. Off the chain with Scarlett.
We sometimes do that too.
I mean, that is kind of a fitting name, honestly. Okay, so we may have two contenders here. Let me write that one down.
He said I texted her and yelled at her.
Okay, but was she awake?
Yeah, did she answer you back?
I like Scarlet's mood and Moonlight too. See, I'm not responsible since you aren't to blame for whatever happens there. See, it should be off the Richter. Okay, I kind of like off the Richter too, honestly. Dan, thank you so much for that super chat. That is very nice of you. Thank you. And it says, I think everyone should unplug for 1 week just to get a taste of what life is without power. Dan, I will say this
Oh,
being from the South, a coastal state, I know exactly what it's like being without power in both the winter and in the summer during hurricane season.
oh yeah.
Not, I mean,
I mean,
both times we lost power for 7 days during the winter, and I believe it was like 9 days when Hurricane Laura came through here.
yeah, I wasn't. I'm gonna say we didn't go without a year, but we did go
Yeah,
without for like weeks.
but the fact that Dan is almost a year now,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's ridiculous.
Yes, but somebody should do something. Somebody's got to do something.
What he did say before um, the live started that the media or the power company is supposed to come out Monday, and then the media is supposed to show up Tuesday for like a follow up interview.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. A year without power. Come on.
Yeah, that's it's ridiculous. Oh, see, King should have known that with all her earthquakes. Okay, so we have three contenders right now. They're all three off the something with Scarlet. So we'll just have to narrow it down here in a minute. 3 weeks in winter ice storm. Scott, like, what was it? 2021, I think it was. It snowed here, and the snow didn't knock the power out. Then ice storm came through. That's
Hmm.
when the power went out. And
That's what
7 days,
happened.
y'all know how I am about cold weather, like super, super cold weather. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna die.
Oh yeah, because it's freaking cold.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially not having no heat because the power's knocked out. Oh yeah.
Courtney. I don't know what to say about that one. Scarlett's multiple personalities. I
I,
have y'all know that my multiple personalities are all in a row and doing very good right now. They have not been
mm,
acting up. They're in chill mode. She said just saying since it's not true crime. Yeah, I want to go the opposite ends and be completely opposite of true crime. Because I mean, we see a lot of crazy stuff over here. We talk
yeah,
about a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of it is,
we do.
uh, you know, very heavy. It's very sad. It's very emotional. And yeah, sometimes we have to throw in a laugh here and there, or go left for a little while to kind of break the tension in the ice with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So that second channel will kind of be like a reset for the week. And if it does good on Sunday nights, then I will go live every Sunday night then. Okay, we need a second opinion. Okay, so 9 millimeter, I have three right now. I have an off the record with Scarlett, an off the chain with Scarlett, and off the Richter with Scarlett. I feel like Vapor's trying to say something about my temper or something with the off the Richter part. I think that's kind of where he's going with. I don't know. So, what was I? I was about to say something. Shit. Know about your personality. My personalities have been very good lately. Linda, how are you? Oh, Linda says keeping it casual with Scarlett.
That's another
I,
good one too.
I do like that one. Hold on, we gotta write that one down.
You're gonna have to make a poll
Yes,
with all the ones so people can vote on. They're all good names though. They're all
yes.
coming up with some good ones.
Oh, now King's got to think of another one. Scarlet. Okay, so we can't have a Scarlet Unfiltered. I mean, that is Linda. That is a really good name, Scarlet Unfiltered. You know what? I'm gonna write that one down. I just don't know if we can have that. I don't know if. Wait, what sounds like a brothel vapor? Because y'all know my mouth can get pretty crazy over here. Just imagine if we had an unfiltered.
Oh Lord.
Look at something real quick.
Why do you two look like the Bobbsey twins sitting there watching that hamster drink water?
They waiting for him to escape out of his cage so they can eat him.
This
They
poor
just,
ham-
them cats are hungry.
they ain't hungry.
When was the last time you fed them a hamster?
No, I ain't never fed them a hamster, but they have plenty of cat food.
There's already an unfiltered Lucky. Okay, yeah. So I don't want anything that resembles someone else's name. Well, see, them cats need a treat. That's
See,
why they sit
the
there
little
and.
one, the kitten, she can get her paw in the hamster's cage.
Mm-hmm.
The other one can't, but she can. So I gotta watch her real close.
Poor cats, sitting there teasing them with the hamster. See, poll only allows 6 if I recall. You said Scott in Discord, because that's where I was going to do it at. Unless I can get everyone in Discord into the chat, and if I can get them all out of Discord into the chat, then I'll just do it in the chat. Let me see if I can summon. Hold on. Let's see if this will work, Buddy Joe.
That's just like when Avery said, "Well, I put it in Discord. I was going live." I said, "And you forget, I got a 5-year-old that keeps me busy. I don't hardly go in Discord." Right now, she's out there bugging her mom, so that's why
Uh,
you don't hear her.
yeah, I was wondering why she was being so quiet.
Yeah, she's out there bugging her mom, so.
Oh, shit, I can't type. Okay. The Model Minute with Scarlett. That one wasn't even funny.
Sure wasn't.
So you can just rant. If I'm going to rant, I'm going to do it here, over there, in Discord, out in my yard, whatever. Y'all know that.
She's gonna rant wherever she wants to.
Exactly. If I got something to say, I'm going to say. I don't give a shit where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why we don't need an unfiltered channel. 9 millimeter, he doesn't know how to be nice. Because he don't have Avery to pick on, so now he's picking on me. That's what it's coming down to.
Avery done left him hanging.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I need to give him one too.
My Norman just said, "Can I have a wrench to use on vapor?"
Okay, wait. Vapor, comment again because I don't know why that didn't give you. Why is it not giving wrenches? It's that fucking bullshit. Uh
Uh-oh.
oh. I refreshed and my chat went away on
Uh-oh.
YouTube. Yeah, and I have to have that up. If not, I can't see. Shit, I gotta go back to the other channel. Yeah, give me a second. I've got to switch channels again
All right.
and come back over on YouTube to this channel because I was in the other channel, so I can pull up the chat. Okay, there we go. All right, put it on live chat. No, millimeter. It wasn't a mistake.
So has the judge come out with anything on BK?
When I looked earlier today, I did not see anything, but let me look again because it could have been something that was late in the afternoon. Okay, so there is a defendant's reply to the state's opposition to the defendant's motion to continue. So that's not it. A motion to seal exhibits to the state supplemental response to the request for discovery. And then there's two orders. One is for sealing the exhibits to the state's supplemental response, and then an order sealing the state's ex parte filing. So no, he hasn't.
No. Yeah.
Um, Nothing new. So hopefully Monday.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Monday he'll put it
I'm
out.
I'm hoping, since it was only like a 4-day week this week, um, because of the federal holiday yesterday. So I'm hoping maybe over the weekend he might look at everything and come up with whatever it is that he's gonna do. I still don't think he's gonna grant it. I really don't.
No, I don't either. By the way, he said what he said.
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell when he was in there. He didn't want to be there.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know,
ridiculous.
right. You could tell basically by the look on the man's face sitting up on the bench that he had done made up his mind what he was going to do, but they still had to have a hearing for it. He still had to, listen to both sides and all that.
Yeah.
But I
I mean,
think when he walked in there, he already knew what his decision was going to be.
yep. I mean, look. I mean, sitting there listening to her, you could tell he was like,
Yeah,
"We
just
really got to go through this."
he was so bored sitting there listening to it. Okay, let's see. By the way, I thought it was really funny. Scarlet's Red Bulls and bullshit. You know what, Courtney? That would actually give me an excuse to get a Red Bull on Sundays. Or maybe two. And then that way Betty Joe couldn't say that it was bad for me.
Yeah, like you listen to me.
Well, technically I don't. But,
I know you don't.
I mean, honestly, I don't listen to anybody, so
No,
don't
we
feel
know.
bad.
That's why I quit saying it.
Yeah, that's another bad habit I have is not listening
It
to
wasn't
people.
getting me nowhere. But
Well,
that's
my mom has been trying since I could talk and walk to make me listen, and I'm 44 years old, and it's still to this day ain't happening.
my kids tell me all the time. You know, smoking's bad for you. You need to quit. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
It's gotta give him EBS. Just to look. Wait, what is EBS? Dan, have a wonderful night. I don't know what EBS is.
I don't know.
Okay, how many we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 96. Okay. Oh, I think he meant IBS. Okay. Thank you for clearing it up, Courtney. Elsie, what idea do you have? Yeah, it is so hot here. We're still under a heat warning.
Yeah, it was hot here too.
It was at one time when I looked at the temp on the computer, I think it's a 96, and our heat index was 109.
Mm. I think
That
our
is,
heat index was 101.
that is just too flipping hot. And it's crazy how used to I love the hot weather and hated the cold.
Yep. Well, I hate the cold, but I hate the hot weather too.
I mean, I still hate the cold, but as hot as it was here last year, 112 was the actual temperature one day. I was ready for the cooler weather. It's so hot in Kansas City, Missouri, and humid. Ginger, it is. I think our humidity today was like 98, either 98 or 100. I can't remember because I looked at it today and yesterday, and there was one day it was 100% humidity. That is just
I just
too damn much.
I just hate when you walk outside; it takes your breath away because it's
Yeah,
so hot.
you can't breathe. Tiff wants to know Betty Joe at Bubbles got her pool yet.
Oh, we are not going to discuss this pool.
Uh-oh.
No, he got lazy. Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be good.
I know where you're going with it. I'm okay with both the humidity and the bulb. It's vapor is really bad here.
I'm gonna
Really,
behave
really bad.
myself.
And I'm only 150 miles from the Gulf Coast. That's what makes it so much worse is all that moisture coming off the Gulf. That's why I need a private island, y'all, where it's the same temperature year round. The wind is always blowing, and it would be big enough for everybody to come visit. I keep telling y'all this. I'm trying to get us like an all summer long vacation, but you know, I wish it was 72 degrees here in the millimeter. It'd be nice as shit. No, she has a. Oh, I see. I was gonna read that one out loud, but I won't. I stopped at that, and then I looked to see who put it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going there. See, Ginger, that's the thing though. In Louisiana, in certain parts of the year, you can go through all four seasons in one day, and then you can be like cold in the morning, nice late morning, hot afternoon, fall weather, into damn hurricanes and tornadoes at night. The weather here is crazy. Where's my phone? Yo, I've done a lot. Oh, here it is. I had to charge my phone earlier because I've done got it down to like 5%. I don't know who these people are that keep commenting on my videos.
Yeah, was that on a video or was that?
That the comment that I posted in Discord earlier,
Yeah.
that was under my live from last night, and I didn't see it until 7 hours after it was posted.
Oh,
And I have no idea who that is. I've never seen that name before.
I've never seen that name before either. No, when you showed that, I was like, does somebody really want to get hurt?
I mean, that's why I said they better go play for somebody safe because,
That's crazy.
yeah. And I thought I had seen it because I didn't know that it was on there until I was on my phone and had went into my studio
Uh-huh.
on the app on my phone. And if you scroll down on it, you can see the last 4 or 5 lives. You can see like if somebody left a comment on it. Well, that's where I'd seen it at, but I thought I
Right.
had saw it on another one as well, but it was just on that one. So I don't know. I mean, I wish they would come and chat so I could figure out who the hell they are and why they're posting stupid shit like that.
I'm wondering if it could be some one of the you know who.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I did look at the channel, and I want to say it was 2022. I believe that's when it was made.
Yeah.
Before I deleted the comment, but I mean they need to go play. They don't want none of this.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying because when you put that in there, I seen that. I was like, "Mm,
Yeah,
somebody wants to get hurt."
because I'll hurt your feelings, your body. Like don't play with me like that. Don't put no
Mm.
shit like that. Uh, yes, she. Uh, don't put no stupid shit like that under one of my as a comment under one of uh, my lives.
No, because it's so stupid. If nobody has nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing.
Right. It was just the fact that if it was somebody who comes in the chat all the time and I know that they're joking, it
Right.
would be one thing. I would just have laughed it off and commented back and kept the joke going. This person, I don't even know who they are. I've never even
No, I've
seen their
never.
name in my chat.
Yeah, I've never seen it at all.
So I don't know if they're coming in under a different name and they changed it and then commented or what. I don't know. But
Right.
um, yeah, they need to go play with somebody else.
We need to go play in traffic.
Something. What am I? I'm sitting here typing and don't even know what the hell I'm typing.
Well, I guess Avery's asleep.
She must be. Vapor, did she answer you back? I know I asked him that earlier.
Come on, Vapor, come up here. Hang out with us.
I don't remember the name of the damn. Hold on, let me get the link. Vapor, do you want the link or is he at work?
I don't know.
He may be at work. Because I know
She
he was.
said nope. I guess she didn't answer him back.
Oh, okay, he's at work. All right. I'm looking for. There's a screenshot of it.
So, what do you think about the stepdad of Jack and Lily? Do you really think? I don't know. Something tells me he's off with his body language.
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that he's guilty of something because I don't know.
Right. But it's just the way he. I don't
It's
know.
I don't yeah I can't I don't know what it is, but there's just something that I don't like. Avery is on a booty call, Shishi.
And I can't understand why they haven't put abduction in it.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that it possibly could be an abduction.
Because they've start now when everyone knows about the 8 kilometers or kilometers or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
it's 4.971 miles.
Hmm.
That's what it comes out to.
Yeah, because I had to go do the conversion for her. And then you had put it in chat before I was able to.
Yeah. But even so, that's almost like a 5 mile radius.
Right.
Okay, so did they search a 5 mile radius like around the house and out? or it was
I think it was around the house and the property and all that.
And did they go like just one area of the and search 5 miles, or did they just?
I don't know because did they ever show a grid search?
No, not that I know of. They just showed where people were standing, that they had the place where they meant to go for everybody to go search. But that I don't know if they've ever showed
Because
anything about.
you know, a lot of times in searches they will give people the tracker, and then uh, they can keep up with where people have already looked,
Right.
and then they will put it out to the public. Well, you know, we searched in this grid. Now we're, you know, and this is. I believe they did it with Kylie Rodney. Uh, it showed wherever like each searcher had walked,
Right.
and then they would put it out to the media or whoever, and then the media puts it out to the public, so it shows where. But I don't remember that being done with Jack and Lily's case.
Yeah, I don't remember either because, like, I mean, I know it's Canada and they keep everything like
Mm,
hush hush, so it's really hard to get any information.
right.
That's why when Avery was talking about the YouTubers that live in Canada, I don't trust them YouTubers that live in Canada because one of
Oh,
them really screwed Summer's case up.
I can tell you, I don't know about the one Summers case, but that other one, I don't trust at all.
So
The one that did that shit during the Brian Laundrie search,
yeah,
and then laughed about it and thought it was funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's the one who screwed Summer's case up too, with having Summer's dad on panel all the time.
Yeah.
So, but just because she lives in Canada doesn't mean she lives close to that. And how she gets her information, no, I wouldn't trust her. Would
Yeah, see that one that Avery had showed earlier, I had never heard of her.
I've never heard of her either, but I don't know. Some of the things she was saying wasn't. I don't know. There's just something off about him with these interviews
Yeah, it's
and why he's doing them. I get he wants people to understand that he's, still looking for them and still hoping they find them. I get that because he is a stepfather, but I don't know. There's just something about him.
yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know if it's multiple things, and I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's the smirks, like Avery said earlier.
Yeah, like how he smirks all the time.
Yeah. Um, if it's his body language, if it's the lack of eye contact, because there was, and I had put that in her chat earlier, you know, he's not even looking at the lady
Yeah,
whenever he's
yeah,
talking to her. And then I got to watch, and there was sometimes he would look at her, but then he was
uh-huh,
looking down, or he was looking up at the ceiling, or looking, you know, somewhere else.
yeah,
And
yeah. And I don't know, maybe if the eye contact thing, if it's just something he does and doesn't realize it, or if it's he's doing it so he don't slip up.
I don't know. It just, there's something about the dude.
But it's been what, a month and
6 weeks now,
something like that. Yeah,
I
it's
think.
a shame. That's why I don't understand. If you haven't found them, they're little kids. I get it. They can still get pretty far.
Hmm.
But if you have not found them within a day or two, why aren't you putting abduction into it?
Oh shit, I'm spelling my name wrong. Um, I'm wondering though, because there's been multiple stories told. King, I wrote them all down. Thank you. Um, There's been multiple stories told from the parents about what happened. Like
Yeah.
we've heard all the stories. I want to know how long was it really that the kids were out of the house? If the story is true, what they are saying about them getting out the sliding glass door and they didn't hear the door open, I'm still not buying that story.
Yeah,
But
I'm not.
let's hypothetically, let's say it's true. How long did it take them to realize that the kids were out of the house?
That's what I look. I get you have a baby. You know, the baby's what, 18 months old. I get it.
Something like
Trying to
that.
get the baby to go to sleep or whatever. But it doesn't take both of you.
But look, I had three kids. Okay, for 17 days, all three of my kids were under the age of three until
Yeah.
my oldest turned three. Okay, there's no excuse. I never lost, and I had one that was autistic, and y'all, he was a wild ass banshee when he was
Right.
little.
Right.
Okay, I never lost my kids. They never got away from me, and I was the one home during that time, taking
Hmm.
care of them. 22
Yeah.
years old, three kids under the age of three,
Yeah.
and I still took care of the house, and I still worked, and I was working from home.
Yeah, but you still worked.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter where you were working from, you still worked and
but
took care of 3 kids.
they never got out of my house, and I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
None of them, not even my oldest. So them saying, "Oh well, first we were feeding her, we were both feeding her." It don't take two people to feed one child.
No.
Okay, put the baby in a car seat or put her in a high chair and feed her.
Yeah.
Um, then it was, oh, we were both in the bedroom with the baby and we fell asleep. And then Lily comes in there. We heard Jack in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden we realized that we didn't hear any more noises, and they say they ran outside. Well, why would you run outside if you thought they were still in the house? Did you not run to their room and check first before you ran outside? Apparently, you knew they went outside if that's the first place you went when you didn't hear them.
Mm-mm.
Put a new article in
See,
Discord
that's what
about
I'm
the
saying.
pickup.
I don't get their stories because it it doesn't take two people to feed a baby. It doesn't take two people to put a baby to sleep. And you had a 4 year old and a 6 year old.
Right.
So one of you should be awake with that 4 year old.
Yes. Yeah,
Not
I'm telling you, my oldest is 25 years old. He will be 26 in November. I have not had adequate amount of sleep since he was born, and he's a grown ass man now. Like it's literally he sleeps, I slept.
right. Exactly.
Even
Because that's what you do.
even when he was a teenager, and my other two were good by themselves. I didn't have to worry about them going out or whatever. It was still he slept, I slept. He was awake, I was awake. 9 millimeter. They said that the door was closed. Whenever are you talking about? Like after they realized that the kids were gone, because they said that the door was closed whenever they realized that the kids was not in the house and that everything was quiet. The door was closed and their boots were gone. Now, if the back, which we don't know the layout of the house either, how far was their bedroom from the sliding glass door?
Right.
Did you not hear the kids at the back door? Because I'm sorry, kids are not going to be quiet when they're at a door putting boots on, planning to go outside.
No. And not only that,
No, it wasn't left open. 9 millimeter. They didn't leave it open.
no. They said it was closed.
Yeah.
And not only that, when you can some sliding glass doors, if they're brand new, yeah, you're not gonna hear them.
But they're still going to make that sliding noise though.
Right.
Like there's
Right.
the tracks are still
Right.
going to make some noise. Like you can't even open up a brand new door on a house without it making like a squeaking noise.
But what I'm saying is the way the doors look, they look like they were a little bit older. So
Hmm.
as time wears on, they make louder
They're going to
noises.
get louder. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the house that they lived in no way, because that may be all that they can afford, and I completely understand that. But that door, the sliding glass door, was just. I'm sorry, I'm not buying the fact that it could be open and you can't hear it. I think that is an excuse that they made for if it is true what they're saying for the kids getting out and they just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't buy. Sometimes I don't. I don't buy their stories. I don't.
No. And the point is, if you, okay, so another thing that I didn't understand, if the kids opened the door and got out the door, and you know, and you're saying that both of these kids are on the autism spectrum, undiagnosed, of course, why would you leave two young kids in a wide ass open house with no adult supervision while you and your husband are asleep with a door that's unlocked?
That too. But not only that. Okay, like I was saying, the baby, she's 5,
Hmm.
and if we have the big door open, she can open the screen door,
Right.
but she doesn't because we explained to her about going outside by herself.
But y'all
So
are also not letting Bubbles in the living room by herself
no,
while all the rest of y'all are laying in the beds asleep.
no, that's true too. But like if like we're sitting in the living room and we tell her, or if we're like one of us uses the bathroom, she'll like be out here, but we shut
Hmm.
the big door. We don't
Right.
leave. But we've always told her, do not open the door and do not go outside by yourself because something can happen. And she'll say, what, like a stranger tried to take me? I said, yes.
Right.
I said, and we don't want that. She said, okay, I won't play with the door.
Yeah. It's, you have to teach the kids. And apparently, they didn't teach the kids. And 9mm said, is it possible that the undiagnosed on the spectrum could just be lack of attention and bad parenting? I don't know why they are saying that it's undiagnosed autism. I mean, that's not something that a parent who is in their situation should run to as an excuse for
Right.
kids, um, especially if there's not an actual diagnosis from a doctor. To me, that just sounds like they're just trying to make up an excuse for
Yeah.
the reason why the kids got away from them, if it is true what they have said.
Right.
And it basically blaming the kids and taking the blame off of themselves.
Yeah. Blaming the kids for getting outside and
Right.
miraculously disappearing.
That's
But
that's the way I'm looking at it, because how
yeah,
can you say that a child is on the autism spectrum if you've never taken them to a doctor to be diagnosed?
diagnosed, exactly.
You know,
They're just like you said. They're putting the blame on the kids to take it off themselves
yeah, and
because one of them or both knew they should have been up watching these kids.
yes. And Tiff said, I'm pretty confident that the neglect was the biggest problem. Obviously, they were neglected. I don't give a shit who likes me saying that.
Yeah.
It's obvious, because if they wasn't, if you're telling me that you're laying in the bed with your 18-month-old baby at whatever time that they said it was, and you have two small kids that's up in the house, and you haven't even gotten up yet to even know what one of your kids are wearing, then that tells me that you haven't even gotten up and fed your kids yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that means more than likely Jack and Lily, whatever happened to them that morning, left that house without any food.
Mhm. That's what it sounds like.
So yes, I'm gonna say they were
Neglected.
neglected,
Yeah.
and the fact that they were not paying attention to them, they should have been up.
And not only that, okay, you're a parent and you know the way this world is today. And I don't care what state you live in. I don't care that you live in Canada, whatever. It's all over the world.
Yeah, it's all the same no matter where you live at.
And you can't just be trusting to let your little ones outside by themselves.
Okay. I live at the end of a dirt road, a dead end dirt road. There is 3 houses down here. I have lived here since 2000 on this property. Never, and this was before my daughter was born. So we had already moved here before she was born. Never once, even with just very little traffic down here, just going to my aunt's house at that time because her kids wasn't even old enough to drive at that point.
Right.
Never did I ever allow my kids to go outside by themselves.
Nope. I didn't either.
And I'm literally in the fucking woods here.
Yeah.
And I never did it.
I didn't either. My kids were like teenagers, like 16, 17 years old when they got to.
Hell, my daughter's 22, and I'm still texting her wanting to know where the hell she's at. Even though she thinks she's grown, and it's still like I told her. When you have kids, you'll understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah. That's what it takes. It takes them to have kids.
Yep.
Because my daughter would always say, "Well, why don't you trust me?" It's not that I don't trust you.
No,
it's the people out in this world I don't trust.
Exactly. And kids on. But you know what? When I was that age, 16, 15, 16, I thought I knew everything. I wasn't scared of shit. Wasn't worried about nothing. So I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, I know with this being in true crime it's hyper aware of the dangers, and I tried to explain it because my boys I'm not really worried about. I know that my daughter can defend her own self and she can handle herself, and I know that my boys would have her back no matter what. And then there's crazy ass mama coming right behind her.
Right.
But it's still the fact.
Mm-hmm.
She's a woman. She's alone a lot of times late at night by herself, and anything can happen. And I've tried to tell her that. 9mm, that is exactly right. She can go wrong anywhere you live, anywhere you go.
Yeah.
See, we are a little paranoid, just a little, King, right?
I mean,
but that's okay. It's better to be safe than sorry. It says the person who goes jogging by herself, King.
Yeah. You should have a jogging buddy.
Yes, because she takes her little dog with her.
I mean, that little dog might protect her, but still.
It's still, though, the point that...
Yeah, because it's everywhere.
I mean, I've seen pictures that she's posted of cows on her run. She's out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Anything can happen, King Scarlet. Remember that.
Yes, you need a jogging buddy.
With the coyotes following. Yes, they're going to eat her little dog.
Yeah. Poor little dog.
You can't live in fear, but you need to be cautious.
Well, no,
Ginger, that is true. You can't. And I don't. I'm just going to... I don't like peopling. I don't like going around large crowds of people.
Yeah, I don't like big crowds either. Never did.
It's just... I'm older now, and people annoy me. But no, I don't fear anything except for snakes and flying.
Oh, I don't like snakes, and I hate spiders. So
that's the only two things. A 21-year-old has pepper spray, knives, body alarms, and hubby has taught her defensive moves. My daughter has she has protection with her at all times, but she also grew up in the country and knows how to handle that as well. Yeah. But also, like, whenever they get off work late at night, they're walking out of a restaurant, out the back of the restaurant on an alley, on a busy street at night, at 11:30, 12 o'clock. And her car, like where they all park at, is like right there, but still anybody can run out from an alley. So the only good thing about that is a lot of the boys that work with her, they're with her, so I don't really have to worry about that. It's just the fact that she's driving 30 minutes home and anything can happen in the middle of nowhere.
Right. And that is scary because that's why you do text her and check on her or call
Right.
her because that's true. The car could break down. It could,
Hmm.
anybody's car could break down. You can get a flat tire at any time.
Yes. 9 millimeter. My daughter has one. Yeah, no, I will admit, when I'm in a crowd, I'm
Oh
thinking
yeah.
about what might happen. I never thought that way when I was younger. Ginger, that's why I don't like going in large crowds. That's why I don't want to fly on an airplane. I don't know what them people's mindsets are when I'm 30,000 feet in the air and I have nowhere to go. I mean,
It's like
if
they can have a bad day and like, okay, well we're running into the ground.
I saw a video just the other day on TikTok where this woman, for whatever reason, went crazy on an airplane and jumped on a guy and went to pull on his hair.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you pull my hair, we're going to be fighting at 30,000 feet in the air. That's just all there is to it. I don't need to be. No, I just, if I can drive, I will
That's
drive.
crazy.
If it's an emergency and I have to
Nope.
get on a plane, I will do it. I'm not going to say that I won't never,
Well,
but if I don't have to, I ain't going to.
if listen, if I can't drive there, I wasn't meant to go there. They
Well,
better get on the bridge to Hawaii.
y'all, I was, that damn Hawaii trip, so tempting.
That's
And
why I
I
said
was
they
even
better.
going to do it. I told King Scarlett, girl, I'm going to get on the airplane and we're going to take the trip to Hawaii. I was down for it. And then there was like a helicopter falls out of the sky, an airplane falls
Yeah.
out the sky. I changed my mind right then.
And that's what changes your mind though. When you
Yeah.
see something like that, it's like, no, I'm not putting myself through that
Uh-uh.
because I have panic attacks, and I know the minute if I was to step on an airplane, I would probably
You
freak
would
out.
have one. Yeah.
Yeah, and no.
Oh no. That damn that Hawaii trip though, it is so
Well,
tempting.
yeah, it sounds tempting and everything, but they better get on that bridge, building that bridge.
Cause see, like when King goes over there, she just hops on a plane at wherever, and
Yeah,
boom, she's just right over there because she's in California. Me, I have to go from Shreveport to Dallas or Houston, and then maybe to LAX, and then over there. That's
right.
too many people, too many airplanes, too many airports.
Yeah. Now, if it was one straight flight,
I might would do it then.
that's yeah, but no. Mm-mm.
Because once you get me up in the air and nobody's acting up on the plane, it's not like they're gonna land the plane just because I'm scared. So once you got me up there, you got me up there. You might as well just go ahead and go straight on to wherever it is that I'm going to.
Look, before my mom passed away,
Uh huh.
she said she would never get on an airplane, right?
Hmm.
Well, then she wanted to go on a cruise. This is when we lived in Jersey still, and my dad told her, well, the only way you can go on the cruise is if we fly from Philadelphia Airport to Florida, because that's where the cruise was taking off.
Oh Lord.
And she said, why can't we just drive there? He said, because it takes 24 hours. She said, well, then I guess I'm not going to go. And he said, come on, you can do it. You can get on an airplane for a shorter distance. I think it was like an hour flight or something like that. And, or an hour and a half, something like that. And he said, you can do it. If you want to go on this cruise, you'll do it. You know what? She did it. She
Did
got
she
on that
like it?
airplane. She got on that airplane and she went on that cruise.
Did she like the flight?
She said it wasn't too bad. She
Oh
said
no.
she was a little scared, but
One
she said
juror
once,
matters. How are you?
She said once they landed, she was like, "Thank God I'm on the ground."
I'm not going on no cruise either. People jumping off the ships and falling. No, ain't doing all that.
Well, this was back in, I think it was 99 or 89 or 90. I think it was right after my son was born.
I mean, if I gotta go on a cruise somewhere, I might as well just get on a plane and fly there and get there quicker. One Juror Matters. It is really good to see you. It's been a while.
And it was. But I know when they did go, we had a house party.
Ginger, that's what I'm saying. People, there was a video I watched the other day. A dude was so drunk that he stood up on the railing on the side of the cruise ship and
Yeah,
jumped in the flipping water.
I seen that. That's crazy.
Tiff said, "No, a cruise is fun." I'm pretty sure, Tiff, they are fun. I'm not gonna say they're not. Elsie said, "I saw the Titanic," but it's just
I
being
watched
out in the.
Titanic. I ain't going on no cruise.
I haven't watched it, but it's just the point of being out in the middle of the ocean and there's no land.
Yeah,
And if something happens, you have nowhere to go but down.
yeah.
Same thing with a plane. You're 30,000 feet in the air, and
You
there's
have no.
nowhere to go but down.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, I get it. You could also have an accident in your car, but no, sorry.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
in control of that car.
Courtney, no, and I'll tell you why I've never watched Titanic. Troll's little brother. He's got a half brother that's like 19 years younger than him. When this child, when he was younger, and to this day he still does it, he will if he finds a movie that he likes, he will watch it over and over and over 1,000 times a day if he could. When he was 3 years old, I got so sick of watching Bambi that I wanted to tear the fucking tape up. For real. Then when he got up older, he saw the Titanic and liked it. I don't want to watch the Titanic. I then heard about it. I already know what happened. No, I don't want to do it. Like I always liked Bambi when I was younger, but damn, he ruined it for me. For real. It's like a floating city. You don't have to go anywhere near a rail, and you can see the rescue boats on the ship. But see, Tip, then I got questions about the rescue boats. Like, what happens if the ship goes down and you can't get to the rescue boat in time? You know, it's never ending questions with my brain.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like if I had to go to Florida and then the cruise was not that far to wherever our destination was, that may be different.
Well, I mean, on a cruise, the cruise that my mom and dad went on, they would stop at like little islands.
See, that may not be too bad. That's why Scarlett needs her own private island that's close enough to the mainland that I could just take a boat, like maybe an hour off the mainland. Short boat ride to the island. I tell my daughter she needs to get rich so she can
You
buy
got
something.
you got life jackets with lights and whistles. Is that going to save you from the sharks?
Sally Mae, how are you?
Is that life jacket and whistles and lights going to save you from them sharks?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Okay, fun fact: the little girl that Jack dances with at the party, Cora, was a cheerleader on my Pop Warner team I coached uh, for in '99. Oh, for my son in '99. Wait, is that right, Vapor? For your son in 1999? Huh?
I said, why do I hear noises? I'm outside.
Oh,
I'm about to go inside.
what is it? What kind of noise is it?
Sound like a branch breaking.
Oh, that's just something up in a tree. It ain't gonna hurt you.
No, it's on the ground.
It ain't somebody walking around your house, is it?
No.
Uh, see, now I'm gonna have to go look up you.
No, we got cameras
Cool.
all around the house.
More often than not, cruise ships are the ones rescuing people from their own boats.
It's probably the neighbor's cat.
See, it done scared you for nothing. I cannot believe that Avery has missed almost the whole damn live.
King Scarlet.
It's just something on the tree. I mean, she's talking about a branch breaking. It's just something up in a tree. What can be up in a
Well,
tree? A cat, a bird, a
there's
squirrel. It's not gonna hurt you.
well, see, because the way that our house is, there's a neighbor next to us on the right, but there's a big open field overgrown on the left,
Uh huh.
and we've already had a vehicle broke into, and they
Well,
stole stuff out of the vehicle,
well,
like a
that's why
pew pew and all that.
you take a
So,
bat outside with you.
so when I heard it sounded like a branch, like somebody was walking and maybe stepped on the branch and broke it. But I looked, I didn't see anything.
Then he's just like, I heard the branch breaking. I'm going in.
I said, "Well, I'm going in. If there is somebody out there, the camera will catch them."
I go outside around here all the damn time.
Well,
Like
I
every night when I get done with the live, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I have to take the dog out.
yeah, I mean, I go outside too, but you know, sometimes it's like really dark and nobody's making a sound, and all of a sudden you hear something.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is here though, because I live literally like you don't even hear traffic here. The loudest thing that you will hear when you're outside at night here is probably the train that's just through the woods, or if it's a really quiet night, you can hear the um, the barges going breaking lock at the lock and dam on the river. But it's got to be like a
Yeah.
very quiet night to hear that.
Well, you can hear the train here because it's like not even a half mile up the road,
Hmm.
and then you'll hear cows mooing like
Oh yeah, we
about
hear
a mile
those
down
too.
the road.
Yeah,
It's
there's a whole big ass like one my road is a mile long. One whole side of the road is nothing but cow pastures. So there's
yeah.
so we
Then
can hear those.
you'll hear traffic.
Shit, you don't even hear traffic from here where I'm
No,
at.
you'll hear. I mute when I mute. That's why I'm muting
Hmm.
because there's cars going by.
Yeah, it now there's a bar that's not very like you have to go to the end of my road and then go out onto the little bitty blacktop and go to the end of it, and there's a bar at the end of that road. So 2 miles from there, a mile if you go through the woods. It's
Yeah,
a biker bar. So Friday and Saturday nights, if they're having some big event over there, and about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when they're closing up or doing last call or something like that, you'll hear the bikes leaving, and you can hear that. But other
yeah,
than that, you don't hear any traffic down here.
yeah. Usually during the day, like it's not so bad.
Hmm.
But then when it gets like after 5 o'clock, then you nothing but traffic.
We don't even. I mean, like I said, there's only two other houses down here. What in the hell? Hold on. Oh, something with the plane in my headset. Um, there's my aunt lives behind us, and then my cousin lives across the road. and they all work during the day, so they're not coming in until after 5 o'clock. So there's literally no traffic out here, except for some reason they've been ordering an immense amount of packages, and every day there's either the Amazon Prime van comes down here, the UPS dude, FedEx, and then that damn white. Y'all remember the white van that I told y'all was sitting in front of my house that time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they've been delivering packages down there too. I wonder what the fuck they're ordering. But literally, it's every single day they've got a package being delivered. Crazy. And nobody's ever home during the day because they're all working.
Just to make you question it, that's all.
I mean, shit. There's never been an Amazon Prime van here down our road. And I'll be damned if I ain't seen one every day for the last 2 weeks.
They getting ready for summertime.
No, now they're getting ready for hunting season.
Well, that.
They start working on like their hunt leases and all that at the beginning of the summer.
Because it is the first day of summer. Because it's after midnight.
It is, yes. So he's a frequent biker bars. As a matter of fact, that's where I met my husband. Just there's one, like I said, about a mile through the woods from here. 9mm, like these people, and at my aunt's house, it ain't nobody but her husband and her. And then her son lives across the road. What could two old people possibly be ordering? Seriously.
You never know.
Every single day, it's something going down there.
Never know. See, we don't have no bars in this town.
Really?
Where we live, there's no bars.
Oh God! At one time,
They have a liquor store, but no bars.
At one time, just in a 5-mile radius of my house. No, I'll say about a 10-mile radius. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 6 that I could count just off the top of my head. Just in a 10-mile radius of my house.
Now, uptown, like when you leave the little town we live in, I think they have one bar, but mainly all the bars are in Charlotte.
Yeah, we used to have. They were like the little bitty like country bars that we had here. Whatever people, it started one and end up at the end of the line of the bars by the end of the night.
That's just like if we want to like go bowling or whatever, got to go all the way to Concord or Charlotte.
Yep, we have. Well, in Shreveport, there's 2 bowling alleys, I believe. I think there's 1 or 2 over in Bossier. And then there's like the movie theaters, but I don't go to all that shit. Too many damn people.
Yeah, we used to have a bowling alley, but they closed it down. Too much riffraff was going on. Then we have a skate rink, and we have the movie theater, and then we have the drive-in.
Yeah. There ain't. I mean, even in Shreveport, there's not a whole lot really to do. Unless you want to go to the casino. But
see, that's the way it is around here. There's really nothing to do unless you want to go to like Charlotte or Concord.
Hey, G2.
They mainly have all the stuff.
Yeah, we have all the riverboats here. So that's like the main attraction now. So there's 2 or 3 on the Shreveport side of the river, and I think 2 on the Bossier side.
Yeah.
And so that's like where everybody goes now. They do have good food there, though. I will say that. Fucking go broke. See, I don't go to casinos and I don't go to Bath and Body Works.
You go broke in both spots.
2 places that will make me go broke. That's why every time Courtney would come in and put something about that sale for Bath and Body Works. I didn't even pay it no attention. And then she had to throw in, well, you can just order it online. And I was tempted, but I didn't go look. The mosquitoes are awful. I'm getting mad. I've sprayed myself too. Just Don, you should come to Louisiana. We have flying baby dinosaurs here.
Oh Lord, the mosquitoes are bad.
Yep, they're really bad here too. Sally Mae, I'm glad you finally got some sleep. See, my toxic trait is thinking bulk buys or bajillions. I order like your neighbor. I, King, I'm gonna go down there one day and just tell my aunt I'm gonna go tan or something in her tanning bed, and just so I can be nosy and see what the hell all they getting. I'm serious. I wanna know what they're ordering. Like I said, what does two old people need that live by themselves that already have everything? What else could you possibly be ordering? It's crazy. And I know they ain't buying all them grandkids. Well, they have 3 grandkids, but I know they're not buying their grandkids all that shit.
They might be.
No, because their grandkids are like 8, 6, and I think 5. The youngest one is, and they've already got 4 wheelers and go karts and shit
Oh,
like that. Yeah,
well, yeah.
they're not. They ain't buying nothing that's got to be delivered. And yeah. Let's see. We were used to getting packages with our address, and later it was stupendous. Like we used was getting packages with our address. Wait, Scott, that put it in there twice. I don't know what they got going on down there, but I'm gonna have to go be nosy now, y'all.
Yeah. Maybe they're buying early Christmas gifts and putting them away.
Yeah, but damn, this has been going on for 2 years.
I don't know. I was just trying to give you some
I'm,
suggestions.
no, what it is, my uncle, he doesn't go a whole lot of, like, he don't go to Walmart, he don't do the malls, he doesn't
Yeah.
do none of that. He has found out about online shopping.
Once they find out about that, that's it.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's him ordering everything. King Scarlet said, report back and let us know. I'm gonna figure out what it is that they keep getting delivered down there.
Once they find out about ordering online, they don't never go to a
Mhm.
store again.
Oh, 9 millimeter. Oh my god. I see. I'm gonna be nosy and figure out what they're having delivered down there. But if it turns out to be that,
I can't believe she even said that. I wasn't even thinking that. That's
because
not
we're
nice.
like we're talking about people in their 60s. Okay,
Wait a minute. I'm close to 60.
but what I'm saying is though we're talking about people in their 60s. If they're ordering something like that,
Yeah.
what 9 millimeter? But see,
I
at
don't
nine
think so.
millimeter, I gotta go be nosy. I'll just go down there and visit, and my aunt will show me.
You know, Scarlett's got to find out. So
I'll just go visit, and she'll show me. That's
there you go. Go hang out for a little while. Say, so
but
what you been up to? Well, here, let me show you all this.
and that's basically what my aunt would do, where she would be complaining that my uncle spent a shit ton of money on stuff that he didn't need. And 9 millimeter, I know they're not dead, but this is my aunt and uncle. I don't want to be thinking about all that.
I don't blame you.
Okay, how long do we have on the goal, y'all? Let me see if it's gonna let me look at it without. Fuck, that's not it. Does it show y'all a time that's left on the goal?
I can't see it, so
I don't want to. If I click on it. Oh, it's done ended. Well, why does it not give me a notification when it ends? Just you'd love to see whose face. Okay. See, I can't see that though, 9mm, unless I click on it. I don't know why it doesn't give me like a notification or something saying that it's ended.
It should have.
Yeah, or something popped up in chat or something just to let me know that it's. Unless it did and I missed it. Okay, yeah, 9mm. That's what I had to do also. See, maybe it's your family's Christmas. No, Gigi, we don't exchange gifts with them. Hold on 1 second. Talk about the girl missing from Louisiana. Sally Mae, I just kind of went over a little bit about what I had learned from the AWP video because there's 5 videos, but I only got to watch 2 of them today. So I'm gonna get up in the morning and finish watching the other 3. But a lot of it was some of the same information that we already knew. Um, in the second video, the sister and her boyfriend did learn that uh, Savannah, like her, to begin with, they thought her last known location was the parking garage. Come to find out, it wasn't. She went to the park. Ended up across the river behind a casino. Then went to the parking garage. Her phone was turned off, and then it come back on. She went to the boyfriend's house, or her phone did. Went to the boyfriend's house. Literally got there 5 to 10 minutes after the sister left the boyfriend's house. Stayed there for a little while, and then it finally went off later on, I think around 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that, at the Brookshires that I had showed y'all on the maps. That's across the road from the Chevron. So there was more movement with her phone up until almost noon that day. There is a lot of areas that they did search up there. I've got to finish seeing how far south on the river they're going because it sounds like what they were doing was going all the way down to where she was actually from and grew up at, which is an hour and a half south of Shreveport. But obviously, they never found her. The boyfriend is saying something completely different than what the sister is saying. The sister is saying that she went to the boyfriend's house that morning. The boyfriend is saying that he called the sister, but he didn't get in touch with her. And then she shows up, but the sister never says anything about the boyfriend calling her. So I don't know if it's just because she didn't realize that he called her because everything else was going on, or she forgot, or whatever. Then the boyfriend also says that for whatever reason, the sister didn't want to put it out about a year before Savannah had went missing, that she was having some mental health issues and that she had checked herself into uh, a rehab place. And so he thought whenever he woke up that morning and he couldn't find her, and the sister comes looking for her, and he claims that he left that day and went looking at the different rehab places to see if her car was in the parking lot. So, there's a couple of different stories that's going on there. I don't know if I trust the boyfriend 100%, honestly. Maybe they're.
Did anybody ever put out any pictures of him?
There is a video in the Facebook group. of him. He did a video. I still have not had time to listen to what he is saying in it though. And then there's a video the night that when they're leaving the bar.
Yeah, I seen that one because they
Okay.
showed it on America's Most Wanted Missing Person.
Yeah, where they're standing outside and
where she's holding herself up with the gate or
Yeah.
whatever.
So there's that one, and then like I said, there's a video that he had put out that's in the Facebook group, and it just from what I looked at, like I said, I haven't even listened to what he said yet because I'm trying to get through everything else.
Right.
But it looks like he's sitting in a car.
Yeah. What's the name of the Facebook group?
Oh shit! Hold on. It's Bring Savannah Hale Home.
Okay.
Okay, I was looking at something that was in the Facebook group that was going on earlier. It's still not right. Damn it. What is today's day? Oh, it's the 21st. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to go look at something real quick on Facebook. Okay, so that's the link came. So I think the sister said that he never called her because he didn't have her information until after she showed up. See, that's what's weird. Why is he saying that he called the sister if he didn't call the sister? When he's telling Jared this on the AWP video, and I don't think at the time he knew that they were recording the phone call when he's telling all this, but he did know that AWP was going to be working with the sister while they were in town, because Jared said that he told the boyfriend that.
Right.
So why tell something that's not true?
I don't know.
Friday night, soon Sunday morning. Yeah, it's like 6 minutes here before it's Sunday morning. I need to get off of here in a few minutes. I'm trying to go through everything before I get off of here. And it's just Dawn still in here.
I think so.
So just on, I saw the link that you posted in Discord about the Barry Morphew indictment. I'll have to go read that whole thing and go over it, and then that may be what we talk about tomorrow. Because everybody, as soon as that shit hit tonight, everybody wants to talking about it.
Yeah, I seen that. I said, good. I'm glad they arrested him.
I mean, finally, after all these years,
Yeah,
everybody knew that he did it.
I mean, everybody knows he did it.
Right.
But when he was first arrested for it and charged, it's like because they didn't have her body, they felt like they didn't have enough evidence. which
Hmm.
probably was true. So they dropped the charges, and he went free.
Right.
But now that they found her, and it took them,
Wait, did we?
indict
Oh, I thought
everybody.
we lost you. Well, just Don put a thing in there about his indictment, and it includes new details on the tranquilizer that was found in her body.
Yeah. And my thing is, what's his girl's gonna think now?
I don't know. At 9 millimeter, I don't think he'll have the same verdict as Karen Reed either.
Who?
Barry Morphew
Oh no,
when it goes
he
to
ain't getting
court.
off on this. I wonder what his girl's gonna think now because they stood behind him.
Mm-hmm.
My dad didn't do this. My dad's innocent. My dad should sue.
Remember, the same thing was said though in Chad Daybell's case
Yeah,
with his kids,
yeah,
and then look what happened. He's now
you
sitting on
want,
death row in Idaho.
yeah. I mean, you want to believe, your parent would never do that to your mother
Right.
or your father. You want to believe it.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I
when
get
there's,
that, but when there's like stuff is coming out, and you know what I mean, like
yeah,
at some
when
point you
they got
got
so much,
to, yeah.
yeah, they got so much evidence. You
Hmm.
got to believe what the evidence shows. I mean,
Right. Let's see, nine
nobody wants to
millimeter.
believe their parents going to do it.
Right. I mean, well, if it was my mama, I wouldn't put nothing past her, so I would probably believe it.
Well, yeah, but you still somewhere want to believe that they wouldn't do something like that.
No, because I know my mama. I would.
Well,
Her husband come up did. I'd be like, my mama did it. Honestly, I'm serious.
Scarlett says, I already know.
I mean, I'm
I
just
already know who
saying.
did it.
Let she lost her second husband. Stupid bastard. Um, that's the only person that ever walked this earth that I hated. I hated that man. But
Well,
if he would have just come up dead, I'd have been like, go talk to my mama
yep.
because I know how she is.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 millimeter. Your comment about that's what's in those packages, tranquilizers. I don't know what to think about that because why do they need tranquilizers? And see, that's another reason why I need to go down there and be nosy because that is what it is, and I need to know why they have it, what they're going to be using them on.
I don't think they're tranquilizers.
No, they're probably just a bunch of shit that my uncle has found online and thought he had
That's
have it.
funny.
Y'all don't understand. I have a question for everything. Literally a question for everything. Thank you, Gigi. I try to make y'all laugh. But I've also had no sleep and I'm in my goofy stage right now. So and I haven't ate today either.
About to hurt this cat.
Betty Joe, leave the cat alone.
She's trying to eat the hamster.
She's hungry.
She's not hungry. She's got cat food.
She don't want cat food. There ain't
She
no
needs to
meat
go,
in that.
she needs to go play with her toy and leave the hamster alone.
Well, maybe she thinks the hamster is a toy.
She's got this spiral toy, right?
Uh,
It's only like I don't even know how long it is. It's just a little thing. She'll smack it across the floor, and then she'll run and pick it up and carry it down the
see,
hallway.
that's
She'll
boring
drop it,
though.
smack it across the floor.
The hamster is so
It's so
much
funny
more
to watch her
fun.
carry it around.
It's the hamster is just
Carries it around.
The hamster's so
Yeah.
much more fun.
The
I
baby
mean,
would
yeah.
have. The baby would have a cow.
I know she would. We don't want to upset Bubbles.
The cat ate my hamster.
And then we would all have to pitch in our quarters and dimes and all that to go buy that baby another hamster. Just so she'd be happy.
She thought she was doing something, picking out this big hamster.
I need food again, but it's after midnight and I must not be fed after midnight. 9mm, I haven't ate a thing today.
We had hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, and French fries. And the baby ate it all.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to eat. I do need to go eat something though before I go to bed.
Before we couldn't get her to eat no meat or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now she'll eat. Cat, I hope that hamster bites you. Because he does bite. Just ask the baby.
Oh, Courtney got homemade chili.
Oh, we're going to Courtney's.
Courtney, you got crackers? If not, I'll bring some. That looks exactly the same. Wait, King, what does? Okay, Courtney, I'm on my way. Ginger, you have a wonderful night.
I can't believe Avery slept through this whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. All I know is that tomorrow I don't want to hear no excuses
Yep.
about nothing. Courtney, sweet. Can't have none of that non-sweet cornbread. I better not hear no excuses from Avery. I don't want to hear my back hurts. I'm
Yep.
tired. I don't want to hear none of that.
Yep.
She done slept through the whole. Well, we've been live for a little over 2 hours now.
Yep.
2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yep. 2 hours, 2 minutes.
And she slept through the whole damn thing.
Sure did.
Honey on cornbread. Elsie, I don't eat cornbread. It has to be sweet cornbread. And I will not eat it unless I'm putting like peas or something like that over it. Or with chili. Because I do like homemade chili and then put it in a bacon pan and then pour cornbread mix over top of it and pop it in the oven. Let the cornbread rise and it soaks into the chili. Oh, so good. I'll eat it. Oh, cornbread and milk. My father-in-law used to eat so much cornbread and milk. Y'all, it's not even funny. A non-sweet cornbread. My dad was from Arkansas and no sweet. See, I can't eat regular cornbread though. It's got to be sweet. If it's not sweet, I won't eat it.
I never knew there was a difference.
You've never heard of sweet cornbread or non-sweet?
No, I always thought it was all the same.
Oh, no. There is a complete difference.
Cornbread.
Oh no. See, there is a complete difference in the two. And you it's enough of a difference that you can actually tell it when you taste it when you're eating the cornbread.
I mean, I probably had it because I eat cornbread, but
I
probably
usually eat nothing but Jiffy cornbread if I'm cooking it at my house. My aunt, because it's sweet cornbread. My aunt will make cornbread from cornmeal, and then she adds Splenda to it.
Wow. I've always ate Jiffy.
Okay, well then you're eating sweet cornbread then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only kind that. The only time I will ever buy regular cornbread, like in the packages, it's I think it's called Gladiola or something like that. In the little bitty packages, I buy 8 of those packages every year for Thanksgiving and for Christmas because that's what I make the dressing with. Other than that,
Right.
I don't buy regular cornbread. I can't eat that shit. Yep, Scott, it's got to be baked in a cast iron skillet. And I can tell you right now, and my kids learned this the hard way, you don't touch my cast iron skillet that I cook cornbread in. Nothing else gets cooked in that pan but the cornbread.
Yeah.
And you don't wash my damn pan in no hot ass water with some soap either. I like to had a fit one time. I went in there and my daughter done put damn soapy water on the cast iron skillet. I was gonna have a heart attack. I'm serious because you're not supposed to do that. It has to have real corn. No, I don't put corn in mine, King. That must be a Cali thing. When we're that's what we call corn nuggets. You got sort of like hush puppies, but with the corn in it.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, it's corn nuggets. What we
I don't
call them
think that
here.
would even taste right.
It's shaped just like a hush puppy, but it's a ball of cornmeal with corn in it, and you just fry it. A lot of people do that here.
I have to try that.
It's not that bad,
I mean, I like corn.
but I don't do cornbread with real corn in it. See, y'all just all gonna have to call up at my house one week, and then I'll just cook for all y'all.
And we'll all go home weighing much more than we did when we got there.
Yeah, because I do throw down in the kitchen. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know how to cook for just one or two people. I always cook a big, huge meal whenever I cook.
Well, that's because you're so used to cooking for when your kids did live there, you know?
Yeah, for everybody else and all
Right.
that.
So you're so used to it, that's what you do.
See, I'll help. That's what I do. See, Courtney. All right, come on. You come help me. I mean, my daughter does the same thing though. But her thing is though, like if she's not working, she has to start cooking at a certain time. Me, I just start cooking whenever I go in the kitchen and start cooking.
Right.
She's got, I guess, because of her working in a restaurant, it's got to be done a certain way at a certain time.
Yeah.
Oh, red beans and rice with sausage. Damn, see, Elsie, that sounds good too.
Well, we usually eat around 6 or 7. So
Well, Uncle stuff always, but this man every night he has to have 2 pork chops every single night. That's what he wants. He doesn't want any other type of meat but pork chops. So I just season them bitches up, throw them in the air fryer for 30 minutes, and they're
hmm
done and they're tender. But then he has to have mixed vegetables. This is every single night he eats the same thing. So it takes me literally 30 minutes to cook his food at night. And see, Elsie, you use Slap Your Mama. I use Tony Sassare. I don't think I've ever tried Slap Your Mama. I've heard it's good, but Tony's is really good. But the red beans and rice with sausage, though, oh my god, that sounds so good right now. See, I have to have mild scarlet, not Louisiana hot. No, Gigi, whenever I cook, I don't cook hot food. I mean, it's seasoned, but it's not so seasoned that you can't eat it. Elsie, to me, Tony's is better. But like I said, I've never used Slappy Mama, so I've always used Tony's. Sally Mae, you slept that long because you needed to sleep.
Yep.
You've went so long without getting enough sleep at night, or you would go to sleep and you would get woke up.
Yep.
Your body just crashed. That's what mine needs to do. It just needs to give out from not having enough sleep, just so I can sleep another good 11 hours.
Well, it doesn't help also that you got to get up at what 3:30 in the morning.
So Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Saturdays, I do.
Yeah.
I have to get up that early. But the other night, or the other mornings, 9:45, my alarm is going off. 10 o'clock, I'm doing cardio scans. Well, 9:55, I'm starting the cardio scan. By 10 o'clock, it's sent to the doctor. Then I'm doing breakfast, medicine.
Right.
By 10:45, he's usually done with breakfast, took his medicine, and I'm sitting back at the computer. 10:45, 11 o'clock somewhere. So it takes about an hour from the time I wake up to do
Yeah.
everything, and then I have to do his lunch during the day, usually between 1:30 and 3, whenever he says he's hungry. Uh, I do his lunch, and then at night I do his supper.
Right.
King said, "I just found out my cornbread was a lie, a whole lie." Like, King, some people do eat real corn in their cornbread. I don't. I don't like it like that unless it's hush puppy style. It just may be a thing that's like a West Coast thing. I don't think King Scarlet would ever make it in Louisiana. Telling me, like, I want her to come visit just so she can get the experience, here in the food and the culture and all that. I just don't know if
Yeah.
she would make it.
She might.
I mean, if the baby flying dinosaurs don't pick her up and carry her away,
That's the problem she might have.
or she gets scared to go by water because there's dinosaurs in the water, or it comes a hurricane while she's here,
It blows her away.
or a tornado or something like that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get her here. Okay, we have been here for 2 hours and 12 minutes, and Avery still hasn't showed up.
Nope.
Let me check.
I can't believe her. She's grounded.
Sally Mae, when you see Avery, you got to give her the chair
You gotta give her a couple chairs.
because she just straight ditched. Like, she's not even tardy tonight. She
Yeah,
just
she
straight
straight
ditched. So I've been to Charleston, loved it. I have a ton of family in Georgia, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. But Courtney, you got to come to Louisiana, though. I mean, it's not as bad as everybody says. I mean, maybe a little bit. But,
I haven't heard anything bad about Louisiana.
do I need to start naming some?
Do you what?
Do I need to start naming some bad things about it?
Maybe. Because
The-
I'm not.
The roads are horrible here.
Well, the roads are horrible anywhere. I mean, they're horrible here too.
The weather sucks.
Well, our weather sucks too. So
It's rained here every day almost for the past 2 months.
yeah, I feel that.
The mosquitoes are horrible.
I feel that.
People are crazy as fuck down here.
Well, people are stupid here, so
I'm pretty sure I can come up with some more. King said, "I'll die before we get hit by the hurricane."
I don't think we have crazy people. We just have stupid people.
We have those here too. So, King, what you have to do is you have to learn how to track the storm. Okay, when it's way out, like in the southern part of the Gulf, you got to learn how to track it so you know where it's going to hit. And then you got to learn the categories. If you got a Cat 1 or Cat 2, you'll be okay. If it hits a 3, you start getting a little bit nervous. When they say that bitch is a 4, you got to evacuate.
You're running.
I mean, if you're 1 or 2, you're okay. You just sit back and watch it blow through. But
Once it gets to a 4, you're
oh
out.
yeah, you're fucked. 4 or
See you
5.
bye.
Raining here now. It's every single day. It has rained here, whether it's just a 5-minute shower
Yeah,
or hours. But
that's the way it's been here.
Yeah, it's
Except
every
for
fucking
yesterday
day.
and today.
Like I'm over the rain.
Yesterday and today, it was beautiful. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was a pop-up thunderstorm for like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
it would be the sun would be shining,
Yep.
and then I would think, okay, well we're gonna go a whole day without rain. All of a sudden you hear it thunder,
Yep.
and because we live right here close to the river, we get a lot of the bad storms. And then I go to looking at the radar, and it'd be like a little bitty shower. Next thing I know, it's raining for 2 fucking hours. It's crazy. The weather here is horrible. I'm not gonna lie, it's really bad. Now there are some places in Louisiana though that are very beautiful places to go visit, which I think I could ever get King Scarlet here. She would really like.
Yeah.
It's just getting her here.
I remember the very first year we moved here to North Carolina.
Mm,
Every freaking day, the whole summer, nothing but rain.
yeah.
Thunderstorms, pop-up thunderstorms. Then we had the sideways tornado.
Hmm.
It was like, wow. What was I
Yeah.
thinking moving here?
But see, like every few years, we will get a year like that where it's a lot of rain, and then you have all the flood, and then you may go 2 or 3 more
Yeah.
years and not
Yeah.
get but just a very little amount of rain.
Yep.
And this year's just the year that
Well, you get-
everything's flooding.
Yep.
Just like same thing with the hurricane season. You make it a year where it's one storm right after another coming in,
Yep.
and then you may get one or two. Because like over in the Pacific right now, I saw where there was one hitting the west coast of Mexico that was supposed to hit as a Cat 4, but the Gulf ain't had shit yet.
Yeah.
Elsie said, I saw a video of a tornado with a rainbow through it. I bet you that was pretty, though. All right, Betty Jo. We've been here for 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
I need to get off of here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump down.
All right. Well, have a good night.
And they say, hey, we still had fun without Avery.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm gonna jump down.
She acts like she's the life of the party.
Yeah, we still had fun without her.
Exactly.
All right. You have a good night.
All right. You too.
All right. Night.
Bye. Elsie, she's not just late. She just completely ditched the whole night. That's what she did. Courtney, have a wonderful night. All right. I'm getting out of here for the night. I'm going to go eat and probably shower. Try to get some sleep. So I love you all. Thank you to everyone who did the super chats and everything. That was very nice of y'all. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, I'll probably come back. I may try to run the goal out because we only got 3 out of 20. I'll try to run it out for like the last 17. If we make it, give it another shot for a Sunday night live on the other channel. But I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all later.